estamos bailando. Tu boca y la mía felices gozando. Vas moviendo la cintura, sube la temperatura. Yo te regalo mi universo, ya no lo pienses más. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, él te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Déjame decirte, mami, una cosita. Yo te doy lo que tú necesitas. Solo quiero que tú seas mía. Quiero hacértelo. La luna yo te bajaré. Mi corazón te lo daré. Conmigo vas a enloquecer. Yo quiero estar contigo. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, él te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Oye, él no te quiere, no sabe cuidarte. Oye, yo tengo un mundo para darte. Yo solo quiero cuidarte. Oye, mueve la cintura. Oye, que seas mía toda la vida. Solo eso quiero.
A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is SPEEDy Sports on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. Will bring you sports moments of your life, and I am Benny Kuji. It's been an interesting one. It's always been an interesting one. Last night, a lot happened in the football world. The EFL Cup. A lot of things happened. Liverpool, I was complaining about Liverpool. A lot of you were not taking me serious. Liverpool are just losing game left, right, center, backward. Every part of it, Liverpool are just losing games. I don't know what is wrong with Liverpool. And they have a couple of very, very interesting fixtures this week, and in fact for the next 2 weeks. Very interesting fixtures for Liverpool. Can Liverpool overcome this? And I'm also checking, going through and trying to see with Liverpool's form, is it that something is actually happening? I am seeing something. I want to predict something. But before I predict that, I want you to help me to check this out. But before we go into that, let's bring you up to speed with the latest sport news around you and around the world. Kaduna-based El Ami reaffirmed their supremacy in the Nigerian polo scene when they won the 104th edition of the famed Georgian Cup. The victory was the 16th of such wins by the high-flying polo team. To emerge winner in a keenly contested 6-choker round, El Ami overpowered their rivals, Kaduna McCarthy, by a whopping 12 goals to 4 goals. Happy at the victory, patron of the team, Mohammed Babangida, attributed their triumph to hard work. 16 wins of the Georgian Cup is a record. In the history of Nigerian polo, it has never been done. The truth is that El Ami players have a wonderful chemistry between them because they have been together for a long time and we understand ourselves very well, Babangida said. World fastest man Oblak Seville is motivated to achieve further success after his title win in Tokyo by following in the footsteps of predecessor Usain Bolt with more gold medal. The talented speedster blazed his way to history book at the Tokyo 2025 World Championship in September, winning the men's 100-meter gold medal, thus becoming the first Jamaican man in 10 years since Bolt to attain this feat. He defeated a stacked field of of world best sprinters, clocking a new personal best of 9.77 seconds to finish ahead of highly rated compatriot Keishin Thompson and defending champions Noah Lyles. Seville has been vocal in recent weeks, relishing the advantage that comes with being the world champion. In a recent interview, the 24-year-old revealed that his gold medal performance was years in the making, and he is motivated to win more for a complete dominance in the sport. Seville's materialized fulfillment of potential took 3 years after flashes of brilliance. As a 21-year-old, he ran 9.86 seconds for fourth place at the 2022 World Championship in Oregon. At the 2023 Budapest Championship, he settled for the same fourth finish and was last in the Paris 2024 Olympic Games, despite going into the final as one of the favorites for the gold medal. By finally getting his crown moment in Tokyo, Seville will surely be going to attain his status at the pinnacle of men's 100-meter division, which will require more hard work to overcome his fierce rival Thompson and Lyles. And back to our topic of discussion. Liverpool crashed out of the League Cup on Wednesday as Crystal Palace 3-0 win in the fourth round added to the mounting crisis at Anfield. Ismaila Sarr struck twice in the first half as Yeremy Pino grabbed the third to condemn Arne Slot's side to a 6 defeat in the last 7 games in all competition. Slot fielded a weak team as he prioritized Liverpool crucial games against Aston Villa, Real Madrid and Manchester City over the next 2 weeks. But it was still another embarrassing result for Liverpool, coming hot on the heels of a 3-2 loss to Brentford on Saturday that further dented their splittering Premier League title defense. The Reds have lost their last 4 league matches and trailed leaders Arsenal by 7 points. Assailed by criticism of their defensive failing and poor form of blockbuster summer signing Alexander Isak and Florent Wirtz, Liverpool's fall from grace has been stunning. Isak, with Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk were all absent as Slot made tense changes and fielded teenagers Kieran Morrison and Rio Ngumoha and Trey Nyoni. It was a gamble that never looked like working as FA Cup holders. Palace have now defeated Liverpool 3 times in the space of 80 days. They beat the Red on penalties in the Community Shield 2-1 in the Premier League. Slot defended his decision by saying it's not Liverpool's standard to lose 6 out of 7 games. Slot used the big week ahead as justification for his team selection. And now my question, with informed Aston Villa on Saturday, Real Madrid then visit Anfield in the Champions League on Tuesday, before a trip to Manchester City on November 9th for Liverpool. Can Arne Slot's side go through this? And who do you see as the next coach to be fired in the Premier League? What I said is that my eye is telling me something. Let's assume that I am an oracle here. I am seeing something. I'm seeing something about to happen. Look at the fixtures that Arne Slot is having. Aston Villa, they have been very, very good. Real Madrid, we know them. They are not a team to push over. And then Manchester City. Can Arne Slot's side go through this without a scratch? And are you sure that after all this game, Aaron Slot will still be standing? And also, I'm asking, who will be the next coach to be fired in the Premiership? The numbers to call today is 0903 648 5868. I'll take the number again, 0903 648 5868. You can also be a part of the show when you comment on our Facebook handle. Our Facebook handle is Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makodi. When you comment, I'll be here to read your comments live. Now, it's an interesting one because the Premier League is one of the tough league. The last time we talked about something like this, about the next coach that will be fired. You all remember, if you have been following us, you remember we did a program on that, and fortunately some people said it was going to be, or should I say fortunately or unfortunately, some people said it was going to be Maresca, and Enzo Maresca is still at the helm of affairs till today. Now a lot is happening again. The pressure is on Aaron Slot, and Slot's side have not been doing so well. Remember, don't forget that they are the champions of England, and right now things are not going well for Slot. They are just been beaten anyhow. But when the last time we talked, a lot of people said some people will be fired, but no, the people that a lot of us talked about were not actually fired. The people that was later fired that we know of, Nino Espirito Santo was fired on September 9th, followed by Graham Potter September 27th, and then Ange Postecoglou. Those were the coaches that were fired. So who do you think will be the next to follow this history? Hello? Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Okay, Shazzy from Navy Barracks.
Sorry, we can't hear you. Can you speak louder?
Say Shazzy from Navy Barracks.
Okay, Isaac, go on. How do you see an Slot side facing this cup that is before him, and who do you think will be the next to be fired?
Well, I can't predict who is next on the line to be fired. But what I can only say is that if Liverpool continues with this poor run of performances, I think definitely he's online. His job is online at Anfield. That is what I can say about that. And I think Liverpool, on the general note, for quite a long time, based on my knowledge about Liverpool, they didn't really have that pedigree of winning the Premiership and defending it. I was trying to check my mind to when last they won the Premier League, and was able to successfully defend it. So I think it's like a normal business for them.
Okay. So do you think that Aaron Slot will go? How do you see him going through these three fixtures that he is having? He has Aston Villa that are very, very good. A certain Real Madrid from Spain on Tuesday, and then Manchester City.
I think what I've seen ahead of him is a Herculean task. It's an open task, and with the present form run, I think it appears to be a gloomy future, gloomy prospect ahead of Liverpool.
Okay, all right. Thanks for that one. You see, we have another oracle. Let's say that he's seeing a gloomy futures for Liverpool. The future is not bright. So what do you see for Liverpool, and who do you think will be the next coach that will be fired in the Premier League? The numbers to call is 0903 648 5868. I'll take the number again, 0903 648 5868. Who do you see as the next coach that is going to lose his job in the English Premier League? And I'm using Arne Slot as a case study because he has lost, Liverpool has lost 5 of their last 6 games, and now he has his 3 very good teams that are currently in form. When you talk of Aston Villa is in form. They are doing very, very well. Then when you go in the Champions League, they will be facing Real Madrid. Real Madrid are on top of the league in Spain right now. Last week they defeated Barcelona convincingly, and now and after that they will be going to Man City. Man City too is just they are trying to find their footing, and they are doing well after a space of some time that they've not been doing well. Man City right now they are getting their footing back. So do you think Arne Slot will be the next coach that will be fired? But for me, I'm looking at 3 coaches right now as the oracle. I will say that today I'm the oracle here. I'm looking at 3 coaches. I'm looking at Victor Pereira of Wolves. And Victor Pereira is not actually doing well. Wolves are at the rock bottom of the table, winless in their 9 opening matches, and they are doing very, very poorly. The team can't even manage a single victory so far, and the rot is very, very deep. And once the rot is like that, is very, very deep, the finger goes to who? The manager, and that is Victor Pereira of Wolves. That is one of the person I am looking at over here. Then secondly is Nuno Espirito Santo of West Ham. When I look at him, West Ham are not doing well, and he has already been sacked once this season from Nottingham Forest, the former Nottingham boss, sacked by Nottingham. Then West Ham appointed him at West Ham. He is not also doing well. West Ham are currently struggling. They are fighting tooth and nail to stay strong in the league, but that they are currently under pressure. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Good evening, Mr. Benny Kuji.
Good evening and welcome to the show.
Thank you. Kenneth calling from F1
Kenneth, you're welcome.
Thank you. Before I comment on the topic for discourse, this one that only Barak people are calling you this evening.
Are you also in the Barak?
Yes, I'm calling from Air Force Base.
Okay.
I think your first caller was from Nawa Base also.
Yes. So maybe maybe we are thinking of sacking and arresting some coaches. So I have the Barak people by my side.
Yeah, I think we will have to do that because the way they are turning our game now into, I don't really understand.
So I have people from the Barak behind me. So we are going to sack and arrest some coaches. So who are those we are going to sack and arrest?
For now, and Slot, I can't really point fingers at him and say he will be the next. But looking at the games before Arne Slot, he has lost 5 matches already. 3 very, very big games ahead, and his squad his big players are not doing well. Not at all. In fact, if I must tell you, I even fear for him because I am thinking, okay, he needs to turn things around. But looking at his next 3 fixtures, just like you read out, they are very, very tough oppositions. But how do you get to save your job and save yourself from the stick coming from pundits and fans alike? It's by turning the result against tougher oppositions. And in what way can you do that other than doing it against an Aston Villa, a Manchester City that is in the league, and a Real Madrid in Europe? I mean, if you need to save your job and shut the pundits and fans up, you need to get results against these teams. Failure to do so, I think lots of questions will be asked and answers will be demanded from him. So my opinion, he needs to do something. Yeah.
So apart from Slot, who are you looking at? That oracle is pointing at somebody. Who is that?
I think I must agree with you. From the three coaches you mentioned, if there's one person I would quite agree that maybe he's likely to be the next is Victor Pereira of Wolverhampton Wanderers. Because we saw that from the last match he played, he even had an encounter with the fans. So that goes to tell you how messy it is for him. Because nothing can be more worse than you having an encounter with the fans.
Your fans.
Yes. So I think I fear for him. If I must call any coach to be the next to be fired, I think it should be Victor Ferreira.
All right, thanks. Thanks for that one.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. What a way for you to prove your fans that you are a good coach, having big games ahead of you after a lot of people have been saying so many things, the pundits and fans and journalists saying a lot about you. How can you show this? By beating Real Madrid, beating Manchester City, beating Aston Villa, and then the fans will definitely have trust in you. I think I agree with you completely on that. When Manchester United was a lot of people were having doubt about Manchester United. Manchester United played against Chelsea. When they got that one against Chelsea, that was when the fans started believing. Some of the fans, not all the fans, some of the fans started believing in the Manchester United coach Ruben Amorim. And I think I agree with you on that. But if you're just joining us, this is SPEEDy Sports on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. We are talking sport and we bring you the sport moments of your life. We're talking the English Premier League. We are looking at, when you look at this English Premier League, we know it's one of the most difficult league to play in, one of the most difficult league to coach. As a coach or as a manager, it's one of the most difficult league to be in. Every time you hear, the next thing you hear is, so this coach has been fired, this coach has been sacked. Sometimes even players will come out together and sack coaches. So I am asking the question, who is that coach that you think will be the next online, whose head is there to be fired? I'm giving you some few examples. I'm starting with Arne Slot. Arne Slot have not been doing so good with Liverpool. They've not been doing so good. Liverpool lost even yesterday. They lost 3-0, and it's not been a real good one for him. But the coach is saying that he's having in the next 2 weeks, there are big games before him. He has to rest his main players. The likes of Isaac, the likes of Salah and Van Dijk, right? They were all rested for this game. He used young players. Majority of that team were under 18 that he used in that match, and because of not because he wanted to actually rest them, but because of the match that is ahead. He's having Aston Villa on Saturday, Real Madrid on Tuesday, then Manchester City on Saturday again. So do you think that with all this match coming, as Aaron Slot is on the line as the next coach to be fired, you can call us. The studio lines to call is 0903 648 5868. I'll take the number again, 0903 648 5868. And like I always say, you can also comment on our Facebook handle. Our Facebook handle is Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi, and I will read your comments here live. So I think our time is far spent. Let's just see if we can just have one call, and that will be up for the day. Let's just take a look at yesterday's result. In Italy, in the Serie A yesterday, Parma played 1-2. That is Roma. Roma defeated Parma 2-1. Como defeated Verona 3-1. Juventus defeated Udinese 3-1. While Bologna and Torino played a goalless draw. Genoa lost 2-0 to Cremonese, and Inter Milan defeated Fiorentina 3-0. In the women's under 17 World Cup, Mexico defeated Paraguay 1-0. Spain under 17 women lost via penalty to France. Canada defeated Zambia 6-0. That was a spanking. While Japan defeated Colombia by 4-0. Those are the matches for yesterday, and I think this is how far we can go for the show because we don't have time. I will see you tomorrow on the show. My name is Kuji Benjamin, and I'm saying God bless your heart, and I'll see you on Saturday. Bye.
This is
Asking Radio 98.5 FM.
Oh yeah, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oh yeah, él te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Él te jura un falso amor, es un abusador. Juega con tu corazón, sabes decir que no. ¿Cómo decirte que te quiero? Que muero por tu amor. Yo no he perdido la ilusión, ni el tiempo ni la razón. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, él te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Tu cuerpo y el mío juntitos bailando. Tu boca y la mía felices gozando. Vas moviendo la cintura, me sube la temperatura. Yo te regalo mi universo, ya no lo pienses más. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, él te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad.
As King Radio 98.5